Okay. Crazy hair this morning's kind of fizzy. But it's still healthy hair, or no, it's not receding, right? The word receding means it's going up higher into the hairline. It's not, right? The hairline's still the same, right? It's uneven, like I keep telling them, but I don't mind telling them that, right? So they're trying to make me mad about it, right? What that means is they're trying to anger me over my hairline, like I don't know what's going on with it myself. But that's why I keep telling them it's not their hair. First thing we need to talk about though is tithing, right? Right. Well, they try to base that upon Abraham and Lot, right? When the three beings who appeared to them are in the tent with Sarah and everybody there, right? And they told her that she would have a child, and she laughed and all that. And they were talking about Lot and what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. Okay, and they were going to see if it was true, right? So, again, one of them stood with Abraham, who was the Lord, and the other two went on to the city, right? There was three total, and then one stayed and one went up. The other two went on, right? Jesus also became two other beings, right? He metamorphed right in front of Peter, James, and John, who were three men. But don't let the three men become the Trinity for you, right? When Jesus is in three forms, right? Metamorph means you're three different figures. Not all the same, but similar, right? But from one another, right? It's called three in one. It also makes you plural and singular at the same time, dummy. It's like talking to a broken record. You're right. You're the broken record, right? You don't know you're broken. Because Constantine stole the truth from you very early on in the church. And you let him, and you let him. That's the whole problem. You let him convince you of the male Trinity, right? When you can't have a father without a mother. Who is our father? The spirit. Who is our mother? The earth, right? The dust from which we were made from. Yet we're not just, we're specific elements, right? From the planet. We're calcium, we're bone, we're water, we're even, right? And we're made, right? We're a design. See, this spoon is just a spoon, right? It has no design. But this watch, though, in order for it to work, it has a what? Design, right? We have a design. We have a heart, lungs, pancreas, right? Esophagus, mouth, eyes, right? Okay, we're God's robot. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And some of you are bad robots. You won't let God reprogram you back to how we were before the fall. I know. Bad robot. I know that. Now, the thing about what Abraham did with Lot and God, right? Now, you think it's 10%, right? Because he went from 50 to 40 to 30 to 20 to 10, right? No. Actually, if the population in Sodom or Gomorrah was more than 100, right? You're wrong about that being 10%, right? Now, some of you say we should tithe 10%, right? Well, guess what? Based on what, right? That's not 10% of the population of Sodom, right? 10 people? Mm-mm. I heard it was in the thousands in Sodom, right? Gomorrah as well. Though Sodom is where the two angels, which could be a male and female representation of Jesus, and Jesus is the androgynous representation of God, right? Who is a spirit, right? And gave birth to the matter in the universe, which he made their bodies from, right? Hello? Whole point. Now, All he has to make are the pair to reproduce with the ability to reproduce, and they can make us all. Right? You need the mother and the father, though, not the father only or the mother only, idiot. That's where you're letting Satan confuse you. Right? He's focusing on one or the other when Christ is both. Right? He's That's why Moses said, "Don't worship male or female images." You're getting confused, right? You're trying to make a spirit male or female. It's both, right? It's equally in the male and equally in the female. You're both alive, right? That's what it is, simply. But it's also in the hermaphrodite. That's why Christ became three, right? Not two, not one, three. in one. As he did with Abraham and Sarah. To help them conceive even, right? She met the woman of God, the male and Gabor of God, right? Which is the greater image of the three. Yeah. Now we all have a head. The head of the Ish is Gabor. The head of Isha is Ish, right? But each has the head, and the head of Gabor is who? Ruach. The Spirit. Who made us all? Who made us all? Even Gabor is made through Ruach into his form, right? As the first being ever made, right? Now, of course, spiritual matter in heaven, right, can be made before terrestrial matter on the earth, right? Why? Well, heaven is older than earth, right? Why? Because it's the environment God had to prepare for us to live on the planet, right? Before it got to us, right? Now, that's why we have a timeline, too. Even if it's 6,000 years versus 6 days, right? As far as a day being to the Lord is 1,000 years is to the earth, if you understand the reference there. And 1,000 years to the earth as the day to the Lord, right? That 1,000 years still has to pass on the earth for it to be a day to the Lord, right? Do you understand, right? That's what you're saying, right? So to the Lord, it's only been 2 days since he died, right? To us, it's been 2,000 years, right? Our time and his time ain't the same, by the way. He's up there busy getting prepared for everything and right, for the wedding supper of the Lamb and all that, right? He busy, right? Sometimes, right? You gotta cry to get his attention sometimes too now, right? But again, getting back to the topic, tithing, right? Well, if the population is 1,000 in Sodom and 1,000 in Gomorrah, you know the actual 10 people 10%, and it's actually less than 1%, right? So if you tithe at least 1%, you're doing better than a lot of people. Trust me, the widow's mite, remember her? It's not about how much you give, it's about that you give it all, right? I keep trying to tell you that. Like, if I give somebody $2 on the streets, I don't know if he really needs the money. I don't know if he's part of an organization or what, right? But you see these people bumming for money, right, sometimes. So I might give him $2, right? So that's 1%, right, of what I make. Say I make $3,000 or whatever. That's $2, $3, right? That's my 1% tithe, right? And that's all I got to tithe to, right? If I want to help somebody or not, right? But some people, right, want the whole $100. Some people want $50 of the $100, right? And some people want at least the $10 of the $100, right? But that's not what that means, right? To tithe 10%, right? Or 1%, right? Because if you base it on the population of Sodom, it's not 10% anyway. It's just 10 people. If he found that were righteous in the city, he would spare them. The whole city, right? But he could not find even 4 righteous, Lot, his wife, and the 2 daughters, right, that would leave the city with them or stop their evil ways, right? Now, the evilness of the city is not about that they wanted to know the men, right? It's the violence towards the two men they just met, right? They don't even know, right? They were willing to break down the door to get to them, right? Well, that's not something you do to strangers you don't even know, right? Now, also, you're to be cordial to any stranger, but you know whether to let a stranger in your home or not, right? Exactly something like that, too, right? Now, the stranger has to look presentable, though, for you to even let him in, right? Right? If he looks all unkempt, right, you talk to him through the door. Hard of that. Respectfully, right? So, right. And again, if you have to, you lock your garage door to make sure, right? Like I said, you might unlock it briefly, but you also lock it back, right? Now, my job as one of the two witnesses, though, is to get you to lighten up a little, right? You, especially you Christians, Muslims, and Jews, right? You're almost at each other's throat like you don't have anything in common either. I know. You do and you don't, right? Now, I know in a way, all Muhammad is trying to do is give you an alternative perspective if Abraham had sacrificed Ishmael instead of Isaac, right? But there was a reason he didn't, by the way, which neither Muhammad knew why, nor did the Jews know why. But maybe it had to do with Eleazar being that he would have been the heir instead of that child's father, right? Right. Okay. And it was supposed to be Abraham, right? Now, I can't prove the theory, right? That Eleazar had sex with Hagar because they were closer to each other, right? Than you would like to think, right? Now, if Eleazar is Abraham's heir, who was Hagar to Sarah? Maybe her hair, right? See, you have usually a male and female couple, right? And it's easier to be with someone who's right there, right? Now, my theory is Eleazar and Hagar did the nasty thing before they came up with this brilliant idea, right? And Abraham and Sarah were unaware of their relationship. So when Hagar turned up pregnant, it might have really been Eleazar's right? Why I say this is when God does tell Abraham to bring up Isaac to sacrifice him, he calls Isaac his only son, right? Akkad bin. One son. I guess, right? I'll do some more research into the Hebrew where that phrase is used, but it's something along those lines, right? Either Akkad Bini or Akkad bin, right? As well, I'm not sure, right? That's usually the word for son is bin, right? And even Rachel wanted to name Benjamin originally Benin, you son of my pain, right? So again, right? Now, the thing is, though, like I said, when you tithe, as long as you give what's reasonable for you, right? But you do need to give something, right? Like I'm thinking about doing an annuity or something with TBN if I get my settlement, which would also get me extra cash a month, right? But that won't be till I get the settlement and they're taking it to court. And it seems like they're kind of drawing it out, right? But I'll call them in about November and check on them and see what's going on, right? And, well, I ain't fired them yet or anything. And they got to take the case because they done accepted the case, right? Now, that's my only two options, though, is to either keep them as my lawyers or fire them. And they ain't any different than any other company out there. Not even Morgan and Morgan. Mm-hmm. They're just George Sink. Now, like I told them, if you don't understand the situation I'm in, ask me, not somebody else, right? Because they'll tell you all kind of bullshit, right? Only I can tell you the truth, right? Now, all I know is from my perspective, I thought I fell approximately 24 feet or so, right? From the barracks window of the third floor when I was locked out of my room, right? Because I didn't think it was that bad of an injury when I awoke, right? I didn't know any details about it either, right? I felt like I could walk on it because my ankle and back were in pain, right? So I was not paralyzed or knew what was wrong, right? So I walked on it like it was being healed or healing, right? Because all I felt in it was arthritic pain, right? And I did that since the fall in '94. And went home on convalescent leave for 30 days, came back, right? Again, right? I don't know. Got me a car from my Uncle Harvey. And again, I don't know. And again, I was walking on a cane by December, right? I went home on crutches too, right? And again, we rented a car to get down to Florida area. And again, right? That's why I'm walking now. Now, I don't remember any details, right? Other than how I felt when I woke up in the ER. Kind of glitchy memories, right? Love or lust, love or lust. Sorry, I'm watching Tithing. Lado on one channel and Christian videos on the other. But we all do that. Are we hypocritical? Are we trying to deal with our spirituality and sexuality at the same time? Right? Both. See, sometimes we get confused by other people trying to push us in the direction they want us to go, but we're not going in that direction, but they want us to go in that direction anyway, right? Don't let them tell you who you are. You keep telling them who you are. You know who you are, right? They don't know you. If my hair was going bald, it would not look this bushy. The heck with you. The heck with you. With all due respect, right? And it wouldn't be able to be managed at all, right? Now, is it higher on one side? I've always been to that, right? But again, right, it's not getting any higher, right? And I keep telling you that, right? So faith about Jesus is declaring that my hairline is fine, whereas you're trying to say, oh, it's receding. It's not your hairline. It's fine, right? You can't tell me how my hairline is doing. I tell you. Same for you, by the way, if you believe. If you don't believe it, don't matter what you say. You know that too, right? That it's just your genes. Right. You understand, right? Now, if you make anything an issue, though, it's because you were choosing to, right? Not the Lord, not the Lord. The Lord also knows we are all different, and only God can add or take away something truly. Even when you die, there's an agreement with all in heaven that it's your time to die. And you agree too, all right? You don't understand that, do you? How you even agree with when you think it's time for you to die, it's time for you to die, right? Thought that blow your mind. Right. Now, but when both my granddaddy's side, one in 92 and one in 93, right, again, right, I had no more male role models in my life either, except my uncles, right? Uncle Ronnie and Uncle Russell, right? And they were never really close to me, right? Now, well, like I said, I went over there to visit my uncle one day, and his granddaughter was there, right? And I just felt like someone was there with her, right? And I just trying to leave, right? I don't remember anything happening with her, right? Right. But if I would go there, I would have to make that part up. Just like with my stepdaughter, she came in there to me. I would have to make it up because she would be in there with her mom, right? Right. So I keep telling you, right? You just won't get what I'm saying, right? See, you can't be mad, Miss Amanda, just because your mom married a schizophrenic, right? And take it out on me and your mom, right? And say you came in there or not, right? Mm. I'm not saying you don't remember if you did or didn't, right? Yourself. I don't know. You're being deceitful, Amanda, right? You're not telling me it's you. I don't know who it is. Now I know at 14 it could have been you when I started getting on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not supposed to be you, right? And you know good and well, if I really did something with you, I would not be talking to you now. Your mom don't put up with that, nor would anyone around me, right? Nor would I. I would turn myself in. You understand what I mean? I know I didn't touch you sexually now. The only thing I can think of is you might get confused if I thought you had to pee or something, right? And even then, all I'm going to do is smell your crotch area and not touch you, right? I also might help you get a bath, but that's all I can figure, right? Because, like I said, showers were big in our family, but I'm talking about me and my mom, right? Not me and you. I don't know we did anything, right? Ourselves, right? I keep trying to address this for you and your future husband, too, right? I'm trying to help you find the right man for you, but you already have a child out of wedlock. Now, another daughter, right? Now, I need to know something. Did you do something when you're not, right? Blaming your mom, right? You don't do this to your stepdad. Which ain't right to begin with, but if you do, you let him go. You understand what I mean, Daphne? She's diabolical enough to come to Georgia to be with me. I need to know, right? If she did all that, right? Because I'm backing out when she might would have done it, right? Could have been able to do it too, right? That's when I started blacking out, but the time is short in different times, right? Uh, and it involves my car keys too, right? I'm trying to trick the person into letting me do something because they might be trying to hurt me too, right? I'm not sure. And like I said with the girl at the nail salon, what the problem is I had a plan to watch two movies that day that started within 10 minutes of each other. I made sure I was on my plan by getting to my restaurant I normally eat at, which is the Mexican restaurant on Jimmy DeLoach, around 1. Right? That way I would get there around 2, right? Give or take 10 minutes for each one. Right? And I normally eat slow, not in a hurry. And then, right, I was going to see the movie, right? Well, I missed the movie by over 50 minutes to an hour. for 50, 40 minutes. And I don't know how that happened, right? So there's only two ways that can happen. Someone blacked me out or asked me not to remember something I did within the girl in the thought, right? You understand what I mean there, right? Now I blacked out twice, so I know what that means, right? But both involve head trauma. Mm-hmm. Something hit me over the head, windshield, or I hit the side of the building with a concrete block this thick rectangle, right? It was 4x4, right? Thick. So either I hit the side of the building and miscalculated when I let go, right? Trying to catch myself because I'm not going to just let myself fall either. I can help it normally. And I'm assuming I slipped immediately, right? And was unable to catch myself on the way down, right? Because I blacked out after that, right? And that's all I know about it, too, right? And like with the car wreck, I don't remember anything if you turn down the damn road, though, right? That suggests a different kind of amnesia, too, than the windshield, right? Might suggest a baseball bat or a shotgun, you know, hit me over the head. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean the shotgun he shot me with, I mean he hit me over the head with a shotgun, right? And knocked me out. And put me in the car. Because he can't shoot me and wreck me in the car, right? But he can knock me out with a shotgun. If he uses the cylinder you shoot the shot out of, right? The buckshot, right? Well, that's made out of metal too. If you hit someone over the head with it, it'll be the equivalent of using a bat, right? Dude, right? I'm just guessing, right? That's all that is. It's guesses, right? Now, if it was a policeman involved, he could have used the baton, right? And that's all I meant. That's what, you know. Now, the only way the police would be involved, though, is if I had sex with an underage girl. And someone called the police on me, right? Like Vivian, right? Or if I met another girl and she was 16 and 15 and I was 16, right? Her dad could have called the police if I tried to have sex with her in the car, right? But they didn't catch us immediately. We might have even finished, right? But then they called the cops, right? I don't know. Or he did something more diabolical. I don't know, right? He's trying to cover up something, though, whoever it is, right? Not me, no. And you don't normally black out, right? Just by wrecking a car anyway, normally, right? You have to go over 45 to 50, right? Maybe even 60, 65 to even do that kind of damage, right? I know. Though the car did look pretty damaged, right? When I saw it, it was creaking all the way up to the damn wheelbases, right? I don't know what to tell you. But the truth I remember, right? Thought I woke up the same night later on in a room, right? Meaning they hadn't treated me by that time, right? Like I said, right? They gave me a little sugar water. Thought I had some kind of fracture at the C2, C3, right? Those don't normally clear up within 24 hours. No, they don't. Okay? Okay. And they don't normally release you within 2 days if you have some kind of cervical spine injury. No, they don't. No, they don't. Unless you're doing super well. We'll say, you know, like the paralyzed guy lowered into the roof. You're getting up and walking again. Like it didn't even happen. Whatever they did. Now, that's the miracle we're talking about here, right? That's the miracle you're trying to hide from everybody, right? And that's the real miracle, right? Over even the 3-story fall, right? And you know you're lying. The government's lying all the way down to the church, right? Because you're not supporting one of the two witnesses. Is that what you think you're supposed to do? Is not support me and spray me on Jerusalem or something? Right. No, I don't think you're supposed to do that either, right? I think you're supposed to help me, right? And you don't want to maybe right now, right? But we probably got more time than you think. If I'm only 50, and I look this decent at 50, right? Kind of Gerald Butlerish, too. Not just Keanu Reeves, right? Says I'm Irish. I don't know if Gerald's Irish either, right? But anyway, who cares, right? I'm 29%, by the way. Talk about you too, as well. Being an Irish rock band, right? Right. And of course, Colin Farrell, my Irish brother. We got the same eyes, similar eyes, right? But a little bit different texture, right? I got like brown hair, you got dark black hair, right? Which, like I said, right? But it's the combination of the different races too that kind of give the hair a little weirdness, maybe. See what this is? The hair is lower, right there. Right there, it goes up, then back down, right? And it's at an angle, right? Right, see? And then it's here, right? It flips down again, right? But it's not going back. It's not losing any more hair, right? It's the hairline's as little askew. Now, some are even, they go up into this area, right? But it's still their hairline, right? What's weird about mine is my hairline has here, and then goes up, and then goes back down, and then goes up a little again. That's called an uneven hairline. It's like talking to a deaf, dumb, blind kid playing pinball, who don't even know he's losing or winning, right? And it's full of it, right? I know that. Right. Bye.